Hello and welcome. Today I will show you the most efficient sortie you can do with the Chicane as spawner. So you spawn a naval base, you switch the ERM for the kingpin, you take the skin that you want in the game, not necessary but very useful, and you reduce the fuel for more speed and maneuverability because the Chicane is very fuel efficient. You switch a cool camera view, but for me I need to kill the cameraman. After that you take off and you will see I will show you step by step how to do this. Unfortunately, I highly suggest to, have some experience with the Chicane because it will require some targeting skill, maneuverability skill, and just the overall idea of the game function. But no worries, I will still go into detail. Now we're gonna move the corvette around, one north to move for protection and the other one for munition. For the phase 1 we're gonna attack the AA, a convoy, and the depot. First, you need to keep attention to your altitude. I play it low to be undetected, but it's not really that necessary. So first, the few enemy we have one Anvil and an FV8. The Anvils can be a bit annoying regarding his high fire rate and precision, so you need to get as close as you can. But the mobile air defense is not going to be an issue, you'll see. If you have good eyes, or if you know the game, you probably can see on the bottom left I'm being pinged by something coming from the northwest. There is an enemy corvette, but if you stay low enough, it should not be a problem, it should not fire at you any Fox tree. So now, back to the Anvil and the air defense. The air defense is going to fire at you around 8 km, you can see right now being fired, so I'm going to switch the targeting to remove the missile, and I'm going to try to flare 2 missiles in one go. I'm waiting for the second missile to be fired, and 2 missiles in 4 flares in total, so that's very efficient. But you will see that I will fail to do it again. So now you just fire 5 times, so 5 times spacebar. Don't hold it, just quick succession. That's 10 missiles in total, more than enough to kill it. So phase 1, you removed the air already. Good job! Now we're gonna focus on the defense on the depot. So for that, you just keep the straight heading, you will head for the enemy vehicle you just destroyed. So keep an eye on the right now, because the enemy defense and depot is around there. Then you just keep in mind there is a SPAG and an AV. SPAG can be very, very mean. Just do a hard turn to the right, 90 degrees roughly, you wait to detect the enemy, it might take a few seconds, and as soon as you have them locked, you fire 2 times. You try to keep them laser paint as much as possible, but take evasive maneuver, a few flare because the convoy is just behind you. Dive back down, hide, and it should be fine. Now the sneaky part, it's gonna be a bit more clear now, because they have 2 Anvil and 2 air defense. So we need to be a bit more smart about our approach. Just sneak around and wait. If you arrive a bit late, the enemy is not going to be there. If you arrive too early, you have to wait even longer. But a safe timing, at least so far I've discovered, is like around 5 minutes, 30 seconds, 6 minutes. The enemy is easily killed behind that hill. You just have to play it safe and wait. And I know that the time mark is down, I pop out, I wait for acquisition of the target, and I fire, and let's go back to the attack. 1 linchpin per each is more than enough normally. Now we have the 4 tanks, so we need something a bit more powerful. We target the 4 enemy tank with kingpin, 1 for each should be enough, sometime more. Not ball strike, I climbed it too high and the ball strike had a lock on me and fire at me, but it's fine. Even stay low again, shouldn't be an issue at all, but keep that in mind, don't climb high. The Chicane is not meant for that. There is 1 little Anvil in the back, and you will see it's trying to take a few pot shots at me, but it's fine. Now we have the depot and the vehicle to attack. Target the ammo vehicle, ammo truck. Wait for the explosion, and target the vehicle depot. And with a few munition, phase 1 is absolutely completed. without any damage, so good job. Now it's gonna be a bit more tricky. That's gonna be phase 2. Phase 2, depot again, 2 AA and 2 man pads. But, same principle, you get as close as you can, you go over that crest, and as soon as you can, lock the enemy, fire once or twice if you want to be a bit more safe. Once again, you need to keep low, because there is another ball strike, and you can see right now, I'm being locked by the ball strike, and he will fire at me. In the meantime, you can switch around, target the enemy radar station, southeast of your position, but keep focusing on the enemy depot. Once again, same procedure. Target the vehicle, ammo, wait for the explosion, destroy the vehicle depot, and you are done for phase 2. Not really though. At least the depot and the air gone, the man pad are still there, but it's a bit more difficult. And so far with the Chicane, it's risky, so we're gonna switch to phase 3. But before that, we can still kill one as we fly by. We fire 3 EGM at the radar station. Why? Well, one is probably gonna be well stopped, and the other 2 you need that to kill the enemy. Radar station is still tough, and EGM is not really powerful. But you can see now, there is still one man pad firing at me, so you need to keep low and head for the northeast. There is a little place that you can like easily hide and wait for the enemy. Now we have 3 enemy to kills, a ball strike, an AV, and an air defense. Easy to do, they are the north of the base, so you just hide in that little plateau. It's below the horizon, and same principle as always, you wait, you target, and then you pop up. And as soon as you have 3 of them laser painted, right now I have 2 and I have 3, no I aim, I fire 2 for safety, so 2 for each, obviously, and I try to hide again, without losing the target acquisition. It fired once at me, but is dead, so the Fox 3 missile is useless. No, it's done. What now? Well, the enemies still have some defenses. 1 spag and 1 air defense. Luckily for me, the spag and air defense seem to be focused on friendly forces around and not really on me. So it would have taken a lot more ammunition to get rid of them. Sometimes you need to get closer or use more, depending on the situation, but for this run I was quite lucky. And it's done. There is still 1 AFV and a man pad, but I fire without having the laser painted on them. In the meantime, I need to get closer to have visual on them, but what I can do is fire a few missiles in the enemy defense. There is like one involved that could be annoying. Now back to the assault on the main base, 1 EFV to destroy, another have a laser paint. I fire, I'm learning from my mistake. If you are lower than the enemy, sometimes your laser painter will, well, hit the ground, like that. So you just wait to climb up again. And I fire 2 just because I was angry at the thing. There is not a lot to explain about the rest of the situation. Luckily for me, ground forces are around, so most of the things are scouted. There is 3 aircraft revetment, 2 vehicle depot, 1 medium guard, 2 helipad. Priority should be vehicle depot always. You don't want any enemy vehicle to spawn on you. After that, it's up to you. Either you focus the aircraft revetment, that way they can't spawn any plane, or you focus the helipad. And that's it, well done. Now we're just gonna land and see how much we made. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of points, a lot of money, and more importantly, that's rank 5, so now you have access to all the plane in the game, and you can buy a shit ton of nukes now, in just one sortie. That's it for the video. Part 2 is going to be coming over soon in a few weeks, because so far I've shown you only the attack on South Boscali base, but there is also a very efficient route to destroy the enemy factories close to North Boscali, but it will come out in a few weeks. And yeah, enjoy. Don't hesitate to leave a little comment to tell me if you actually managed to do the same sortie, or if you have better or more efficient way to use the Chicane. I'm quite curious. So. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye.